हाय फ्रेंड्स, वेलकम टू आवर चैनल। आज मैं आपको दिखाने वाला हूँ और देने वाला हूँ चैप्टर 5 क्लास 9 सब्जेक्ट साइंस द फंडामेंटल यूनिट ऑफ लाइफ का एडिशनल नोट्स। यार इस चैप्टर के नोट्स तो मैं वीडियो में दिखाऊंगा ही, और अगर आपको पीडीएफ वर्जन का नोट्स चाहिए तो इसका लिंक आपको डिस्क्रिप्शन बॉक्स में मिल जाएगा, आप वहाँ से डाउनलोड कर सकते हो। तो और इस चैप्टर के एक्सरसाइज भी हमारे चैनल पे जल्दी अवेलेबल होंगे, तो इसलिए हमारे चैनल को सब्सक्राइब कर लीजिए और बेल आइकन को भी दबा के ऑल पे सिलेक्ट कर दीजिए, ताकि मैं जब भी कोई वीडियो अपलोड करूँ आपको सबसे पहले नोटिफिकेशन मिल जाए। और अगर आपको हमारे वीडियो अच्छे लगते हैं तो हमारे वीडियो को एक लाइक ज़रूर करिए और कमेंट करना तो बिल्कुल मत भूलिएगा। तो चलिए स्टार्ट करते हैं। द फंडामेंटल यूनिट ऑफ लाइफ। तो इस चैप्टर का लर्निंग ऑब्जेक्टिव्स है: इंट्रोडक्शन, द फंडामेंटल यूनिट ऑफ बॉडी सेल, डिस्कवरी ऑफ सेल, यूनिसेल्युलर एंड मल्टीसेल्युलर बॉडी, स्ट्रक्चर ऑफ सेल, सेल ऑर्गेनेल्स अलॉन्ग विथ इट्स फंक्शन, प्लांट सेल वर्सेस एनिमल सेल। और इस चैप्टर का लर्निंग आउटकम है: मीनिंग द बिल्डिंग ब्लॉक ऑफ द लिविंग बॉडी, टाइप्स ऑफ सेल, प्रोकैरियोटिक एंड यूकैरियोटिक सेल, components of plant cell and animal cell, analysis of plant and animal cell, structural differences between plant cell and animal cells, cytology, functional modes of both plant and animal, to study anatomy of some cell organelles. Then introduction of cell. The cell is the basic building block of the all living forms in this world. That means each and every organism is made up of cell. Building block means in a building a brick joined together to make a block. It looks various shape and size with different functions. The structural appearance and functional modes are not similar to all. There are three forms of cell: plant, animal and microbial cells. Various cells from the human body. तो दोस्तों ये कुछ ड्राइंग है ह्यूमन बॉडी का सेल्स का, जो कि आपको नाम भी याद रखना पड़ेगा और ड्राइंग भी सीखना पड़ेगा, जो कि है स्मूथ मसल सेल, ब्लड सेल, बोन सेल, ओवम, स्पर्म, फैट सेल्स और नर्व सेल्स। तो बहुत ही इंपॉर्टेंट है, जिसके बारे में आपको नोट्स आगे भी मिलेगा। So discovery of cell. The cell was first discovered by Robert Hooke in 1665 using his self-designed microscope and be studied on the cutting. The wooden cork cell resembled the structure of honeycomb. The empty space found in cork and comb be termed as cell. The first cell theory is credited to the work of Theodor Schwann and Matthias Jakob Schweden in the 1839. Robert Brown 1833 discovered the nucleus of the cell. Virchow 1855 first proposed the cells arise from pre-existing cells. Henry Drochet 1776 concluded that the cell is the fundamental element of organization and it was both a structural and physiological unit. Then cell theory and classification of organism. So the cell theory told us cell is the structural and functional unit of life. All organisms are made up of cells. All cells arise from the pre-existing cells. Classification of organisms on the basis of number of cells. The organisms are classified into two: A. Unicellular body, B. Multicellular body. Here is the examples of unicellular organism: bacteria, amoeba, virus, and multicellular organism: mango, plant, apple, plant, human, etc. Then definition of osmosis: a diffusion solvent through semi-permeable membrane, which can be also termed as SPM, through a solution of higher concentration to lower concentration is known as osmosis. Then types of osmosis: endosmosis and exosmosis. Endosmosis, enter of water molecules, and exosmosis, exit of water molecules. Then types of solution: isotonic solution, concentration of water and solute remains same and the cell gains water. Then hypotonic solution. Conclusion of solute is less than water in the cell. Water crosses the cell membrane in both directions. Then hypertonic solution. Concentration of solute is more than water in the cell. Then types of cell. Prokaryotic cell and eukaryotic cell. Then eukaryotic cell. The eukaryotic cell is also called the typical cell, where most of the cell organelles are present. And then structural difference between plant and animal cell. There are certain organelles which present in plants only, i.e. cell wall, plastid, vacuoles, but centrioles are absent. In animal cell wall, plastids and vacuoles are not present. Then cell organelles. These are the part of the living cell. There are two main part of a cell. One is cytoplasm and the another one is nucleus. Organelles belong to these two parts as cytoplasmic and nucleoplasmic cell organelles. Then the flexibility of cell membrane also enables the cell to engulf in food and other material from its external environment. Such processes are known as endocytosis. Amoeba acquired such processes. Then cell wall. Plant cell, in addition to the plasma membrane, have an other rigid outer covering called the cell wall. The cell wall lies outside the plasma membrane. The plant cell wall is mainly composed of cellulose. Cellulose is a complex substance and provides structural strength to plants. When a living plant cell loses water through osmosis, there is shrinkage or concentration of the contents of the cell away from the cell wall. The phenomenon is known as plasmolysis. Cell wall permit the cells of plants, fungi and bacteria to withstand very dilute, hypertonic external media without bursting. In such media, the cells tend to take up water by osmosis. The cell swells, building up pressure against the cell wall. The wall exerts an equal pressure against the swollen cell. Because of their walls, such cells can withstand much greater changes in the surrounding medium than animal cell. The nucleus. It is a dark colored spherical or oval dot-like structure near the central of a cell called nucleus. The nucleus plays a central role in cellular activities. Reproduction. The chromatin material gets organized into chromosomes. The chromosomes contain information for inheritance of features from parents to next generations in the form of DNA, deoxyribonucleic acid, and protein molecules. The function segments of DNA are called genes. In some organisms like bacteria, nucleus is not covered by nuclear membrane. Hence, it is called as prokaryote. Primitive karyote means karyon yani nucleus. The organisms with cells having a nuclear membrane are called eukaryotes. Then cell organelles. Every cell has fluid matrix other than nucleus is called cytoplasm. The nucleus and cytoplasm is together called a protoplasm. The protoplasm term was coined by Purkinje. It has important cell organelles: endoplasmic reticulum (ER), Golgi apparatus, lysosomes, mitochondria, plastids, and vacuoles. Endoplasmic reticulum. It is a large network of membrane-bound tubules and oblong bags vesicles. There are two types of endoplasmic reticulum. Rough endoplasmic reticulum RER. It looks rough because ribosomes are attached to its surface. They are the sites of protein synthesis. And then smooth endoplasmic reticulum, which is SER. It looks smooth because ribosomes are not attached to its surface. They are the sites of fat molecule synthesis. SER helps in the functioning of enzymes and hormones to carry out biochemical activities. Then SER detoxifies many poisons and drugs from the cell. ER serves as a channel for the transport of material between various regions of the cytoplasm and the nucleus. Proteins and fat molecules produced by ER help in membrane biogenesis. Such lysosomes, they contain membrane-bound sacs with powerful digestive enzymes. Enzymes are made by RER to digest the worn out cell organelles. When the cell gets damaged, lysosomes may burst and the enzymes digest their own cell, hence called as suicide bags of a cell. It is a waste disposal system of the cell. Mitochondria, it is covered by a double membrane. Outer membrane is very porous and the inner membrane is deeply folded. These folds create a large surface area for ATP, adenosine triphosphate molecule synthesis. ATP is the energy currency of a cell, hence the mitochondria is called the powerhouse of the cell. Mitochondria have their own DNA and ribosomes, therefore they can make their own proteins. Then plastid, they are present only in plant cell. They are of two types: chromoplast, colored plastid, chloroplast, green pigment and useful in photosynthesis, and also contains various other pigments like yellow or orange. Then nucleoplast, white or colorless plastid, stores materials such as oils, proteins, fats, etc. Plastids are also covered by a double membrane. The matrix is called stomata. Seat for enzymatic action. Plastids have their own DNA and ribosomes, therefore they can make their own proteins. Vacuoles, storage sacs for solid or liquid contents. They are small in size in animals, while plants have large, may occupy 50 to 90% of the cell volume. Help to provide turgidity like amino acid, sugars, organic acids and proteins are stored in vacuoles. In amoeba, food vacuole is specialized to play an important role. Then cell, it is the fundamental structural unit of living organism, helps in respiration, obtaining nutrition and clearing waste material or forming a new protein. Then difference between plant cell and animal cell. Friends, this is a very important topic, so here it very importantly or clearly. Then animal cell, plant cell. First, cell wall absent in animal cell and cell wall present in plant cell. Second, plasma membrane is the outer layer which provides turgidity to the cell in animal cell, and cell wall is the outer layer which gives rigidity and turgidity to the plant cell. When vacuoles are small in size in animal cell, vacuoles are big in size in plant cell. Plastids are absent in animal cell, plastids are present in plant cell. The nucleus lies in the center of the plant cell and the nucleus lies on one side of the plant cell. And then cell division, the process by which new cells are made is called cell division. There are two main types of cell division, mitosis and meiosis. The process of cell division by which most of the cells divide for growth is called mitosis. In this process, each cell called mother cell divides to form of two identical daughter cells. The daughter cells have the same number of chromosomes as mother cell. Specific cells of reproductive organs or tissues in another and plants divide to form gametes, which after fertilization give rise to offspring. They divide by a different process called meiosis, which involves two consecutive division. When a cell divides by meiosis, produces 4 new cells instead of just 2. The new cells only have half the number of chromosomes than that of the mother cell. So friends, this was the notes of chapter 5, science class 9, the fundamental unit of life. This is the full note of the chapter. So hope you like this video and you have become masters of this chapter. And if you like the video, then please press the thumbs up button, and if you are new in our channel, then please subscribe our channel for more such educational videos. Thank you.